So Avatar Frontiers of Pandora has been sent out to various YouTubers and outlets, and we got our first look at the gameplay, and I'm not surprised that it looks mundane, mediocre, and boring. I don't know what Ubisoft Massive was thinking with the direction they chose for this game. I don't know if it was a development decision or if they were pushed into this first-person shooter-esque type of gameplay. But why they thought Avatar's core gameplay should be a generic first-person shooter with those types of mechanics is beyond me. The game world looks great, and I don't hold anything against designers when it comes to the majority of these types of games. Many games today look great, but the decision behind the gameplay and the mechanics seem to be lacking innovation and motivation to push the boundaries of what gameplay can and should be. Immediately when I heard this game is going to be a first-person shooter, I knew it would get memed to oblivion with Far Cry references, and that's exactly what it looks like at this point. I'm not saying the game won't be fun, or interesting, or intriguing to play through, but an Avatar game not in third person is a huge mistake in my opinion, and let me explain why. This game should have an Assassin's Creed type of parkour-esque to it. Climbing trees, hopping over rocks, crawling, crouching, running, swinging, vaulting, flying, which, ironically enough, seems to be in third person, but the entire game should have been in third person. It should be third person animation heavy, and a game that showcases the talent when it comes to the third person genre. I believe Massive had the opportunity to showcase what they could do beyond what the Division gives us as far as gameplay in third-person shooting. I think the first-person perspective is the biggest mistake in this game and the reason why it's going to underperform. There are just too many first-person games in the market, and unless you're creating an extreme tactical shooter, there's no reason to put a game like this behind the first-person perspective when you can showcase beautiful animations with a third-person avatar for an Avatar game. With what I see from other content creators who are lucky enough to play this game and talk about it, it will be another open-world Ubisoft game. It doesn't matter the type of main missions, side missions, or quests that are given for us to play. It will play like an open world Ubisoft game with Ubisoft AI. That's not to say that's a bad thing either, but it's just to say that it will be an open world Ubisoft game, and that in and of itself seems to be a problem nowadays with the lack of innovation coming from Ubisoft and their open world titles. I expected a title like Avatar to push the boundaries of what we expect in gaming and risk it all for an experience unlike anything on the market. Instead, we're looking at gameplay that doesn't really scream innovation or look special. Now, it could be because of my biased nature for third-person games, but the honest truth is that I just don't believe first-person games are that great outside of extreme tactical shooters. I think a game like this should, without a shadow of a doubt, been a third-person experience with animations that would have made gamers awe at the spectacle of what our eyes would see with how far the imagination can go when showcasing what these avatars can do in and out of combat. As of right now, I don't see people rushing out and paying full price for this title. And I see another lackluster sales performance for yet another Ubisoft title. And it's a shame, because this game, this franchise, should have been something special.